Hey guys, what's up? So I'm back to you again with another one of these informative videos. The last one went really well, got a lot of feedback from it, which is absolutely fantastic. And the number one topic that a lot of people wanted me to cover was fat loss. So today I'm going to go through the basic fundamentals of fat loss, okay? So just on the board here behind me, I have a couple of little pointers, little tips and stuff like that that hopefully you can see. So basically the first number one thing about fat loss is nutrition. This is number one when it comes to fat loss. Anyone out there that has gone through the whole fat loss stage or lost a lot of weight, well done first of all. And secondly, you probably know that it is 90% nutrition and what you eat and 10% outside of that kitchen. And that is the basics of it. It is what you eat. Simple as that. Okay? So first of all, I'm going to start off with calories in versus calories out. That is the most simple way to describe fat loss. So how we do this is basically we calculate our BMR, okay? This can be found on bodybuilding.com. I'll stick the link below for you guys so you can calculate your BMR, okay? I'm just going to take myself as an example today. So my basic BMR is around about 2,000 calories. So that's taking my height, my weight, and my age into consideration. That's all, nothing else. It doesn't take into consideration my activity levels, how often I train, work out, whatever. That is simply what your body needs to just function every day. Just going through your vital organs basically. It's the simplest way to describe it, is just your body doing its own thing, okay? So then I kind of take in around about the 800 for my general activity, 800 calories that is, for my general activity levels. Okay, so I know that my maintenance calories, so my maintenance calories is something that I just eat to stay at the same weight, so I won't fluctuate whatsoever. How I calculated that was simply through pure trial and error. That's the most basic way to describe it. It was simply just trial and error of training, of eating, of just constantly going between different calories, not massive hikes, not massive lows. It was just simply finding that balance where I did not move weight, and that for me is around about the 2,800 calories, okay? So I know if I want to go ahead in the morning and lose weight, I need to start dropping off them calories. But I do that very, very gradually, so I just don't crash diet, which is what a lot of people out there are doing at the moment. And I would seriously encourage not to just go on some sort of drastic diet, which really encourages like a state of ketosis. Yes, you will lose weight, but it's not massively beneficial for us. It can be detrimental to your health, depending on how severe you take it and how you take the whole diet and how you approach it, okay? So I wouldn't recommend that, but I would recommend calculating your BMR first of all, with the link below. Then taking into consideration how much activity you do, how many hours you work out a day. My job in particular, I do a lot of walking and stuff like that. So that as well, take into everyday account what you actually do. So if someone is outside as a kind of a labor intensive job, you have to take that into consideration as well. You're going to need a little bit extra calories than the person who is working in an office, say, and doesn't actually get that much time to walk around or to be that active. So also take that into consideration, that daily life and daily activities plays a massive role in fat loss. So through this little illustration here, I hope you enjoy my little stick man. Art was not my forte. So basically this is calories in versus calories out in a simple diagram form. So coming into the body, so what we're taking in, what we're eating through our food, our good balanced diet, is our proteins, our fats and our carbohydrates. And going out is our RMR, which is our resting metabolic rate. So that's just like basically what we need, same as the BMR basically. It's just your body doing its own thing, okay? And then your physical activity, that is once again drawing away calories, taking it from the body, so that's being used up. And then your TEF, which is your total calorie expenditure. Your total calorie expenditure, which comes to the end then, wrong words. Which is, all three of those put together is basically what your calories in versus calories out is. So like I said, if you want to lose weight, you're going to drop below that level of calories where you go ahead and try and work out where you don't lose weight. You're going to gradually start dropping off that. Okay, but also another thing to take into consideration, which I have down my little food pyramid down here, is kind of 4 major things that I kind of know just from people asking me. These are hot topics, if that's what you really want to call them, okay? And I've rated them in importance, not in how many questions I get on it, because supplements is number one, the most amount of questions that comes to me, like what supplements should I use for fat loss? As you can see, it's actually at the top, okay? But I'll start from the bottom. So food quantity. Number one most important thing is food quantity. So that is your calories in. How many calories you are consuming a day will go ahead and be the game changer. Basically, it is simply, if you're eating too many calories, you're gonna put on weight. If you lower your calories to a level which you're losing 1-2 pounds a week, which is a good safe level of weight loss, then you're bang on that money. You're gonna gradually start losing weight, okay? Second one up is food quantity. Quality, my apologies. Food quality, massively important here as well. You can eat your basic, bland, boring diet, but it is not going to be all that massively beneficial for our mental state of mind. It's going to be quite difficult to actually stick to that diet. So if you're eating a really nice, nutritious diet with a good variety of meats, good variety of veg and carbohydrate sources, you're going to stick to that. You're going to want to eat that diet because, well, it's enjoyable, rather than the person who is just sticking to their plain rice, their plain chicken. Yes, sometimes that has to be done, but not everyone has to do that. I do that, but it's very subjective. I do that because I need to get to a certain level. The majority of people out there don't need to do that, and you can still enjoy your everyday foods. So always take that into consideration, that you can still enjoy your foods. It's more the fact that it's calories in, like I said, versus calories out. I'm relating back to that every single time, but that is the number one thing there. It is calories in versus calories out. Always keep that in mind. So the third one up is timing and frequency. Not all that massively important for weight loss. There's no scientifically proven kind of facts behind your frequency and your timing of your meals and when you eat. That's not necessarily that important, but it is important for recovery. Massively important for recovery here, okay? So personal preference is someone, I would put them eating maybe a carb source and a protein source before training, and maybe carb source, protein source after training with kind of a mixture of fats in there. That would be mainly for recovery, but also so you have that little bit of energy to kind of fuel your workout and to recover after, like I said. And then at the top, believe it or not, is supplements. Not at all important. We don't need to focus on supplements. If your diet is on point, if your training is perfect, if your water intake is good, you do not need supplements. Yes, if we have completely exhausted everything that I've talked about here and there's no other way forward, then we might start looking at supplements. But even at then, there's always ways around manipulating your metabolism to kickstart it again. It does go on a lull, and there's no reason we can't kickstart that back up again and get everything back running, get the ball rolling again. Okay guys, so that is the basics of fat loss. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you find my information really helpful. There's going to be lots more of these videos coming, so any feedback is greatly appreciated. Any topics in particular you guys would like to see, please feel free to message me through any of my social medias. Just fire away, okay? I'll always get back to you guys as well. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you soon.